Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube video. I'm going to wait a few minutes for people to pop on, and then we'll get started. We're going to paint from an embossing folder. It was such a success yesterday that people asked me if I would do this one, and so I'm doing it. Hey, Betsy, you're the first one here, girl. Thank you for coming. Just got back from lunch with my friend, and it was so good. There we go. Getting used to this, little by little. Carol B. I just got home too, Betsy. I just got home from a nice lunch out with my friend, and it was awesome. Good afternoon, Christine. I'm here to see this lovely project. I can't chat until later, but I'm definitely watching on the big screen. Well, thank you, Betsy. Are you working or what are you doing? Oh, if you can't chat, then that's okay. You don't have to answer me. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Welcome. I'm going to wait for a few more minutes before I get started. You would think I would have cleaned this up from last night, but I didn't. I don't know how much you can see in the video, but it bothers me. So, after the live yesterday, someone asked for this. And if you're here and you asked for this, let me know. But they wanted me to paint this one. So that's what we're going to do today. And luckily, my friend got me home in time. I didn't get a chance to set up. So I'm doing that right now while we're waiting for people to pop on. There, move that wire out of the way. Perfect. Okay. Maybe that'll cover that little. Ooh, that's good. Okay. So let me know that you're here. If anyone popped on and they didn't say hi yet, let me know you're here. Oh, you did ask for it, Carol. Okay, good. I knew. I didn't remember exactly who, because there was a lot of people chatting last night. So once our live was done, I sat here and I did this, and I did the best that I could. There's a lot of other ways of versions I could do, but it gave me an idea for a good painting class I'm going to have locally. And if you want to learn how to paint online, if you're not local, I'll be more than willing to teach. It will be a paid one, though, because it's oil painting. But you'd have to buy your own stuff, so it wouldn't be as much money as if you came to my class. So, Lynn Marie, hello. How are you? How's everyone doing? We have some people coming on, so we'll start in just a second. What I'm doing right now is getting out a piece of Spectrum Noir premium watercolor paper. So I'm doing that right now, and I'm going to cut it to the size of the embossing folder, and then I'm going to emboss it while we're waiting. And then I'm going to take out the paints too. So we'll just start off. Love this embossing folder. It's probably, oh my gosh, there's so many embossing folders that are beautiful. And I may end up saying that this one's my favorite or that one's my favorite because there are just so many nice ones. So I'm putting it like this, and then I'm just going to cut around it. So we'll go right up to the side of it. And you can cut it in more even afterwards. Just don't want to cut the folder. I'm glad you asked for it, Carol. Because I've been wanting to use this folder since I got it. So it forced me. Okay. Oh, I know. There's some really nice stuff coming up. The embossing folders, there's a ton of the whole background embossing folders coming up. So I'm going to emboss this right now. Just putting this in between the two, and I'm going to run it through the machine. I put my bottom plate down. I'm using a Gemini Junior. Then I have a couple, like 3 sheets of cardstock paper for my shims, and then the plastic shim. But I'll put my embossing folder on the bottom cutting plate. That seems to work for my machine. Everybody's machine is a little bit different. And sometimes you get a little cracking on them, but there's none on there that I can see. So I'm going to turn this on my iPad so I can see the comments better. So do I have to? Yes. Okay, good. I can see that better. And I'm going to just copy this onto my Facebook really fast while we're waiting. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Let everyone know where you're all from, too. You guys are awful quiet. Okay, I just posted it on my Facebook to let everyone know the link. I'm going to do that on my if you haven't joined my Facebook, the craft page, it's Christine Mahoney Crafts. with an S at the end of it. So join, follow me on there. And we're just going to get started in 2 seconds. All right, post. All right, so let me go back to the YouTube page and we'll be ready to go. All right, sorry for the shadow. I don't like it, but I'm going to be right here when I paint, so that will help. I'll move that out of the way. So for the colors, we are going to use, I'm going to put it out here on this wax paper, which is my palette. And I'm going to take my jacket off because I just got home. All right. Okay, so for the colors, we're going to use a combination of colors. We're going to use folk art paint. Most of it's multi-surface, which means you can paint on anything you want, almost multi-surface. This is cobalt blue. So can you see right here, right? Come away. Let's see, I'm going to get into the video. This way. Okay. Sorry. I want to get right into the video. So I'm moving things. That's pretty good. Okay. And you can see right here to the right end of my thing. Okay. That's fantastic. You all set to go, you guys? It is a pretty embossing folder, isn't it, Betsy? Do you have it, Betsy? I'll take out a little at a time. Ooh, yeah, I put it back too soon yesterday. Also need paper towels. So I have paper towels. You always want to have 1 or 2 out. But when I do oil painting, you're going to want 8 or 9 or 10 out because it's a mess. But that's what you got to do with oil painting. All right, so we have the blue. If you don't have it, you should get it. It's like one of the prettiest. We're going to use a little green. I'm putting them across the top because then I can mix the colors here. So that's the way I'm doing it. You can do it whatever way you want. Now, every video, I won't always be doing painting. I'll be doing card making and all that too. But when I feel like I'm encouraged, like either if someone asks me to do something or I feel like I have to be really feeling it. You know what I mean? Because I could do crafts all day. If I'm not feeling it, I won't do it. You know, just like any kind of crafting, you just have to feel, you have to like what you're doing. Otherwise, I won't need purple because we'll mix purple. So I didn't say the color. So that was cobalt blue. This is Thicket. And then we have Wicker White. Then we have School Bus Yellow. We have pure orange, and I'm going to use the berry wine. The berry wine. We'll just put it right down here so you guys can see what I'm doing. And we'll use a little black called licorice. Then what else? We have green. I'd like a different kind of green, but I don't have it, like an aqua bluish, but I make my own, kind of mix it up. So I have a bucket of water, which is still dirty, but it's okay. It works, which I'm keeping right here to the side of me. You won't see it, but it's right here. All right. This is my right hand. So apparently everything's backwards. And I don't know how to change that. If anyone knows, let me know. Please say hi if you're here. And make sure that if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and also push the thumbs up button, and share this video after the video is done. That would be great. Or you can share it now. Also subscribe and hit the bell and hit the all. When you hit the bell, hit all so that you'll be notified when I go live. I'm gonna get a drink of my water with flavor. 0 carbs. And I need that after I just ate like I did. My friend took me out. It was so nice. So the paintbrushes we're going to use at this moment are the number 12 flat and the number 2 script liner and the Royal and Langnickel number 6. All right. Please talk. Say hi. Talk to each other. Get to know each other. Okay. So who's really excited about this? Because I am. And once Carol D, I'm going to just say Carol D, mentioned it last night on last night's live. And if you haven't seen it, please go see it. He really was a nice shadow box we did. With a nice rose embossing folder. And she suggested we use this one. So I took her up on that. So the paintbrushes are going to be to the side too. I'm just going to use one at a time. So we're going to start, and this is odd but we're going to start with the background. Now, under normal circumstances, I would probably mask this. You can't see that well, but see. I would probably mask the Kingfisher. If we're oil painting, I would definitely mask the Kingfisher, but I'm not going to do that. We just don't paint on him right now. And we just smooth out the paint enough so it doesn't look like, we're stopping and going, like it looks all mixed up. So we're going to mix it up, the paint colors, to a few colors to get the background that we want. My painting today may not look exactly like the picture that I popped online because no two paintings are alike. That's how it goes. Hi, Carletta. Nice for you to join us today. And hi, Lynn Marie. Excited for you to learn something new. We're painting again today. I won't be painting every single live, but I'm doing it today because Carol D asked for it. So we're doing it. So I wet the brush and then I dry it off. Okay. And right now I'm going to try and get in the best lighting. I want to get everything into this, like the paint and everything. I did turn down the light, but the light is still a little bit above that I got to figure out a better way because I hate shadows. And my camera's right up here. See? My camera right there. So for the background, I did a combination of blue and white and the berry wine. And blue and red make, someone tell me, who's the first person that can tell me what does blue and red make? You guys are taking a long time to answer. No, Betsy, it does not make brown. Blue and red. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, red. So when you're doing the color wheel, I told you guys yesterday, it's Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. Yes, purple. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, and then start over red. So what's in the middle of blue and red? Violet. You get it? It's easy. So the two of them together make a purplish color, but I do want to put streaks in the sky. It's not just going to be like pure purple. That's why I didn't take out the purple one because I easily have purple right here, but I like the streaks of the blue and the red too. So we're going to do that. Now I could wet this down a little, which I'm showing you, but it's no need. So you mix it up. I'm going to do, you can see good, you guys? Yeah, I guess that's good. Depends on how strong you want. And I add a little bit of white into it because I want it to be almost like it's not to be really strong paint color. It's going to be like I don't know how to say it. Like, you'll see what I mean. Like if you're putting white, a white wash over the top of it, which we may end up doing. I'm going to go over the drops. I'm not going to go over the feathers, but I'm going to go over the drops. And I could go over the feathers because we're going to paint over it anyway, but I don't want something to seep through and then we got to paint it 5 times. So, see now right now it's too light. So I'm going to go over it because I do want it lighter than that. And you can go over it after it's dry. You can go over it again. So we're painting the drops right now. But we're going to go over that in white later on. So I'm just going to go in. And if it does, I'm going to go into all of these crevices right now. Just if it hits the feather, it hits the feather. We're going to paint over it later with white. So I just want to get this because if you're getting this is like the background of the card, right? So you want to get in there because you'll see a little bit behind the feathers then, if that makes sense. But when you work on it and you make sure that you have it a little wet right now, the card, it is water card, but it still might buckle a little bit, but it will go back. And listen, you guys, if you have any questions, I can see my screen really good right now. I have 2 of them up in case one goes down or something. I don't know why, but one's closer to me. The other one is how I set it up on the other screen. So that one's on because that's set up. See how the colors mix nice? If you want it more on the red side, but it turns into purple. And a little white because I want it like that hazy. I don't want it so dark. I'm going to go into each section first because then it makes it easier to paint over it afterwards. I don't have to touch the feathers. Even though it looks funny right now. But that's okay. I'm just getting in there. We're going to paint over that, so don't let that bother you. I can see where it is because it's embossed. It's raised up, so I can see where it is. This makes the I keep wanting to say hummingbird, the Kingfisher really stand out. this background color, because I could have left it white. I was just going to do blue when I first did it yesterday. And I'm like, no, I got to make it something different because I'm unique. No, because I want it to stand out, right? So I'm just getting in there and going around all of the feathers first, because then I'll paint normal after I cover all that. I just have to see where it all is. Okay, so we got most of it. I'm going to lighten this up some. Come around. We're going to go straight with it. So when I come back and do a little wet wash, we're going to go straight with it. So it doesn't look like, I don't want to see lines. If I told you guys that yesterday, if anyone was here, I don't like lines, because then it looks like you're doing a coloring book, right? You can have one side a different color. If you want more of a redder side on this side, then you go for it. That's kind of cool. So anyone around? Oh, hi, Beth. How are you? Beth, aren't you the one that lives locally from me? You should be here right now with me. The little feet are right here. So I want to get them. It's really hard to do the inside of those feet because honestly, when I put the orange on it, it's gonna be covered as far as when I did it yesterday. Yes. Beth, you live so close. You should come visit sometime. The only thing is, I have a dog here. Oh, there he is, barking on cue. I don't know if you guys can hear him. So he might hear me and think it's someone else. He'll bark the whole time that someone's here. It's just so annoying. I can't. I'm like, I can't have anyone over. Only on the days my son doesn't work, which is Monday and Tuesdays. So I'm just painting this in, and then I'm going to do a smooth wash over it so it won't look so terrible. It doesn't look terrible. Yes. You know where I live? Do you know where Hadley is, Beth? This took me a little while to do yesterday because I was making it up, right? It always takes longer. All these little dots I'm going to be filling over with white afterwards, but I just want to get the background sky done first. In an oil painting, I would have this whole thing masked off. So it's a whole different process that I do for oil painting. Yeah, Hadley Luzerne School District, yes. And it's still Saratoga County, but the school is in Warren County. I'm right on the line. Beth, everyone would be so jealous if you came over here. They'd be jealous of you. We have, I said in the video that the girl that came over here was from Washington. She wasn't. She was from New Jersey. She may show up on here tonight. Who knows? Okay, so almost done with the background. Do I want it lighter? Yeah. So I'm going to go around it very gently with a little bit whiter to just lighten it up. You can do as any color you want in the background. You just kind of remember what colors you're going to use for your see that I said it again, for your Kingfisher, and try to not go with something that, is total opposite colors. Though a Kingfisher is very colorful. So that is my inspiration. So if you guys wouldn't mind sharing this video and tagging people that you think that would, like to see this, that would be great. I'm trying to build up the subscribers. So I want to get to 1,000. When I hit 1,000, for sure, I'll be having a giveaway on my Facebook page. And if you're not following me on Facebook, again, Christine Mahoney Crafts on Facebook. Okay, so I'm liking this. You guys like this background? What do you think? This is more purpler than the last one. Oh, and I like it. And I like it. And it goes with what I'm going to use, so that works. Had to look. Thank you, Betsy. Yeah, I like it. So we'll go with it. Couple of little spots I can clean up. Let's put that down a little. It's a little messy here because I wanted to get in there, and that's fine. You can streak it as much as you want. You can put clouds in the sky if you want. Whatever you want to do, it's yours to do what you want. But I want you to definitely post pictures if you do it. Now, if you don't have paint and you want to use your markers, use markers, especially the aqua ones. Put them out on the on your glass plate or whatever, and scribble it on there, and use water and paint with it that way if you want. But try it. And if you have paint, then get paint and do it. But try it with markers too. The aqua markers are fantastic for it. So if you guys want to try it, show me that you did it. Put it on my Facebook page, because that's where I'll interact with all of my lives. All of my lives will be followed up on my Facebook. All right. See that? It buckles a little, but it goes down when it dries. So let's see. Hey Betsy, do you want to put something on our group thing for me? Because I know Gaz said he was going to be here. Hopefully he's doing all right. And I want everyone else to remember that I'm on right now. So if you can do that for me, I'd appreciate it. So there's the background. Anybody want me to change anything, or are you good with this? Carol D, are you good with this background? Do you like did you see the picture of what this is going to be? Did you like what I decided to do with it? Because you asked, I'm doing it. Okay. All right. Let me get a sip of my drink. Oh, it's so good. Cleaning off my brush right now. Thanks, Betsy. All right. So this is what it looks like so far. You can go lighter with it or whatever, but I think it's fine. It's totally different color than the one that I have, because I did this more purplish. Another one was blue with a little purple speck. So I could do either. but I think it goes with what I'm doing, so it's fine. Either one goes good. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is obviously, well, we can do the water or we can do the bird. Which one do you want to do first? This is interactive, so I'm not going to do anything until you guys answer. So do you want to do the bird first or the water? Oh, great. 1 and 1. One water, one bird. No, I can't do either one because that will be like showing, hey, Corinne, that'll be showing favorites, and I can't do that. So some other people have to voice in. Do you want me to do the bird next or the water? The water droplets are last. Hi, Corinne. Hi, guys. Hello, England. Hello, Hawaii. Either is fine. Bird, bird. Okay, we'll do the bird. And then I'll really go crazy on the water. How's that sound? Okay, so for the bird's beak, we'll use black. I may have to touch it up after, but you see the black right here? I just took a little water and I wet it down. Sorry, I have to straighten that out. Okay. Because that makes it inky. See that? And I'm going to turn it so I can see it. And I'm just going to use my black liner and color all this in. There's a line there, but it's all black. So I had to look up what a hummingbird colors were. And in that process, I realized I'm going to be doing a oil painting Kingfisher class in person and online. And it's a paid class, but it's worth it. And Corinne has taken my class, so you can ask her how much she loves it. And she did it all the way from Hawaii. So I'm going to take a little bit of the purple. It could be dry, so I'm going to make a little purple and touch up a little spot here around the beak. Because some of these edges, they're so embossed that there's still spots that need to be touched. So I'm going to do that. Just fill it in, get it as close as I can to the color. Without making it look like a line. I'll go over it with a little white after. So that you got to get right in there. Because there are sides to the embossing, aren't there? We learned that yesterday from all of that rose we were doing. Gonna take a little white and just come off the edge. Make it look like it's natural. See that? Had to, because otherwise we'll have trouble all the way down. Let's make some more. So how's everyone's Sunday been? Mine was great. I mean, I went to church and then my friend took me out for lunch/dinner because quite literally, I don't think I'm ever going to eat again. It was so good, and I'm so full. And the last time we went there, I'm like, oh, I couldn't wait to go back again. And she knew it. She got under me today because she knew I can't say no to that because it's so good. Because it was so good the last time we went. So, okay. Get a little white. If you have any questions, please ask. Beautiful weather here. I am crafting a birthday card. See how I can't see while I'm watching. Oh, that's nice. Not the one I saw earlier, huh, Betsy? You guys are all so talented. If it's a different card, you can tell me what are you using a certain collection? Okay, there we go. I'm just adding a little extra blue to it because look at that. That looks so good. See, I always go over things a few times till because you know what? When you're crafting something. Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. You're getting a lot of use out of it. When you're crafting, like when you're doing some painting or you're doing a card or whatever, just different inspiration, right? Gets to you. And then you go with whatever you feel. So if I turn this around 5 different times and do something different, you'll understand because I'm one of those kind of people that I try to stick to target, you know. Who does that? Who changes like in midstream? I know some people like online that have done it. Like, oh, I was going to do this, but now I'm switching it to this. I mean, it happens. So that's because you're an artist. You know, making cards. People think you're not an artist if you're just making cards. And oh my gosh, the cards people make, that is true art. So, is Corinne leaving? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you're laying in bed. Oh, I hope this is healing to you. I hope you feel better. Is it your back or you're sick? Like, so it's just sometimes it's really nice to just take a minute and take time for yourself. And crafting really does that. You can put on whatever music you want and you just chill. That's what I do when I'm not on live. What was that, Gaz? Not guilty of, I forgot what I was saying. All right. So you see how that is nice and purple? I think, because I added a little, I think I'm just going to, let's see, just add a little bit of white. Just a little. I told you I'd changed my mind 5,000 times. But just not like near the feathers, so that I don't have to go through that again. Just like a little. So it looks a little bit cloudy with a little bit of water. So it's like a blur. Did you ever do like bokeh dots and stuff like that? Like, but we're not doing bokeh dots, but we're just putting a little calm. It makes it more calm. That's how I think. All right. I think that's good. I'm going to stop because we can do the background forever. Oh, right. Changing it up. Yeah. You do it all the time. No. Oh, my sweet brother is offering his support to the sweet sister. I have family in here. Okay, so we'll do the Kingfisher now. So the body and the head are like two different colors. And so we're going to start with the head and the back. And it's like a greenish color. And the only ones I have right now are this green right here. I do want it to be more of a bluer. Let's see what I can do with that. A bluer green. I know I have this kind of color that I want. I know I have it, but I got to find it. And since I was just asked to do this last night, but that's okay. There's colors that would really sparkle really nice. And you can always add sparkle to your stuff too. I was going to do that with mine and I haven't. That kind of looks nice. So you have to kind of experiment and see what looks good. This may stink, and then you'd make another pile and try something else and see what you like. Right? What if I added a little yellow? Just a little. See if it picks it up a little. It may not, because blue and yellow make green, right? So what about if we added red? That will make purple. But not. It's a different kind. Well, let's start with that. But I'm thinking I need to use a different brush because we're doing rounder sections and stuff. So let's see. Yes, Lori's not here. She couldn't make it. And our other sister. So I'm going to go around, and there is a curve, right? Like I said that. You want to go onto that curve because you want the head to be rounded, right? Oh, look at my hands. I'm an artist. When you got paint on your hands, when you have paint on your hands, you're an artist, true artist. Okay. So if I turn it, you can still see it, right? Do you guys need me to zoom in? But if that's the case, you won't see my paint. So that's why I'm like right here right now. But if you need me to zoom in, just let me know. I'm going to go around the head and I'm going to fill it in. There's an eye there that I'm not going to fill in. I want to keep it white. And then we're going to put a little, because I may have to pull it up to my face so I can see it. But then again, it's closer to you. So, all right there. There's the beak. And then there's the eye. We're going to come around it. We're going to use this color green. However, there is other colors that you could get. I'm going to do just this top section in the green. And make sure you go down into the grooves because they will be white otherwise. See that? What did you call? All right, what did you call me, guys? I don't know. Party queen? No. Painty queen. I am glad it wasn't something else I thought I read. So that is good. Then it's so funny because I didn't see all these lines yesterday and I see them now. So that's good. We will fill it in that way. I guess you really have to look close at it. There is grooves in it. So there's a groove right in here. There's another one in here. And this is the eye right here. So we're going to fill that in with white and that in with yellow. And then this is the body and the tummy. So I made my own lines up, I guess. This part is just filling it in. It's not really even shading or anything because if you want to, once you get the colors in and you want to blend the two together, that's totally cool. I'm going over the line already. So that's just the white. All right. I'm going to keep this hopefully to less than 2 hours. Like, this shouldn't take more than, what are we at now? We're at 50 minutes already. Yeah, well, I'm not saying anything then. Who knows? Okay, so that is white. Then we do a little yellow up at the top, just a little line. My paint's starting to dry already. Just a little line up there. Okay, that's going to be wet for a minute. I'm glad I'm pulling it up so you can see it. It almost looks like you're saying something else, guys. I'm not. It's so weird. Okay. So then underneath, we'll put a little of the green again, even though there is no line for that. And I think it all dried up. So we'll make some more. Let's try that. I got to sneeze. I think there's something up with me doing lives. I have allergies every time. Okay. So we'll do it like that. I'll clean this up from the white. There. And there. All right. That's the tough part because that's tiny. Yes, I'm using Folk Art multi-surface paint, Beth. I'm using, I'll go over it again fast. The cobalt blue. Here's the, it's just in reverse. Folk Art paint, Folk Art paint. It's cobalt blue. Then I have Thicket is the green. And then I have Wicker White. I have School Bus Yellow. I have Pure Orange. I have Licorice for the black. I have Berry Wine for the red color, the wine color. Okay. And now I'm going to use, and I did put a little brown. Maybe we'll do the brown, or do we want to keep it bright? Well, we'll start with bright. We'll see what it looks like, and I could add a little brown. The one that I did has a little brown to it. And it's toned down, but I like bright. But we'll see. I'm going to thin this out a little. And I like to try different things and see what works. So this is just going to go around here, around here. Yeah, I may have to darken it a little. You know what other color would go good? The yellow ochre would go good in place of this bright yellow. But I like bright. We may keep it. Let's keep it for now. You like that bright color, you guys? It pops against this purple. That's why I like it. So you're welcome, Beth. Anytime. And I'm going to definitely be doing an oil painting class with a Kingfisher painting. My canvases are coming this coming week, and I'm going to do it and put it online for a class. And I cannot wait because it's such a pretty picture that I'm going to do. And I'm super excited to do it. So I'm going to take, well, I could use berry wine. All right. See, I'm thinking because it's not, if you're not using your brush, you never leave it out. You put it in the water. But you don't want it to go past the metal because you don't want to ruin the wood. So there you go. I always tell people that in the class. if you're not using it, put it away because my brushes, I'll have to pay for new ones. And I'm the worst. And I have to remind myself. So I used a brown and an orange, but instead I'm going to go with the berry wine first. Oh my gosh, this may look better than the other one. All right. And this is like the darker color. It may be a brownish color, but I'm going to go with this because I like it. And I got artistic. Right. So this is going to come out a little like that. It's an artistic license. You're allowed to. If I wanted to scribble on this and call it art, I could. Thanks, Betsy. Okay, so now on the bottom is orange, and I browned it up on my original. Let's try a little burgundy with it. Woo-hoo. Boy, am I taking chances. I'm a risk taker tonight. I'm going to turn it around so that I can, but I think you can see it better if I lift it up, right? And I can see it better. So as long as you guys can see it better and I can see it, we're all good. Any questions, please ask. I can see the messages, obviously, because I'm talking to you and I'm answering and I'm thinking. And so come around the edges so you don't have any white spots. You could, orange is like really transparent. And so if you wanted to go over like I just did over I'm tapping on the edge of the burgundy just to make it look feathery. But the orange is like transparent. So if you wanted to go over the burgundy like I just did, it works. How's that? You like that? I like it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I like to try different things. It is pretty bright compared to the two, though, isn't it? So let's see if I can tone that down a hair. Adding a little of the orange and burgundy mixture. Did you see what I just did? I added a little of that mixture that I put down here into my... and sometimes I feel like, wow, good call. This is going to look better than the last one. But that's because it was late and I just wanted to get it done because I knew in the morning I'd have to go to church. So, but I'm painting this on the cuff here too. So there's just going to be a little bit of color coming down from the back of the... So I'm going to come around and leave a little bit there. I don't know what it is, but I got allergies again. I'm not allergic to this live stuff, am I? Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Oh gosh, you guys. You're all being so sweet. Corinne, I hope you feel better. Get some rest, honey. Let us know how you're doing later if you can. Enjoy those pain meds. I'm just joking. I know. We don't condone those, but if you need them for whatever issue you're going through, then for sure. Okay, so remember the color that I made? I'm washing my brush out for the head. We're going to put that down the back. So I'm going to rewash my brush. I'm going to mix the green again. A tiny bit of the blue. And a little white. Yep. So it's going to go right here. Because this is the back. See, it's connected and it's coming down here. I'm going to wet that a little because it's dry. Oh, do you love these colors? Good, Beth. Good, I'm glad because there are grooves. You can see I could have put more yellow right here, but I didn't. It's hard to see, so with my eyesight anyway. You guys probably could see the lines better. And it gives you a good idea of where to put things, where to put your colors. It just tells you. So if you're going to get this, or if you have this, like it's laid out for you, you just have to follow the lines. It tells you where to go almost. It's almost like a color by number, but it's not. I mean, you can do what you want. Come around. Okay, there you go. That is nice colors. I'm going to take this to the head because it's a little bit brighter and I like it. The brighter, it looks good. The colors are going good, aren't they? I like it. I'm allowed to compliment myself, right? If I see something and it's working, go down into the groove. Okay. Oh, and I'm going to come back underneath the eye too. I should probably take my liner brush for this. And I'm just going to come under the eye with a very, that's not the eye, with a very steady hand. The eye is going to stay white, but we're going to add a dot. Let's color that. Right. We're going to add a dot of black to it. I guess maybe Sundays aren't the best day to do this because there's not a huge amount of people watching, but I'll take a look at the replay later and see if people watch it later. Because I don't mind doing it. And summer's coming and stuff like that. Like we're all going to be busy and doing things. So you can take the back of your brush and dip it into the black. And when it's drying up ready. And when you pop it down, you can get a little dot. Or you can do it with the tip of your brush, but you don't want a big dot. You just want a little one. So we can try. It's raised in the area that I need. I'm going to not do that. I'm going to just paint it because I got to get into the little groove. So might as well just paint the dot. Oopsie, I missed. That's the hardest part because I don't have the head. I'm not the smooth. I don't shake, but I'm going to go around it a little. I'll go back over that with the dot, and that should be good. A little bigger. It's okay, because we need to see the eye. All right. Oh, that's better. You think that's okay? Okay. Girl, wait a second. If you can't love yourself, how in the heck are you going to love someone else? I don't have to love anyone else, just my kids and God. Hey, Carol, you're back for the chat. Oh, nice. You're going to show us what that card looks like later, aren't you? um, thank you. I'm beginning to really like it too. Um, one, do you see anything that needs to be fixed? I kind of do. What, you guys? I'm going to test you. Do you see anything that needs to be fixed? Oh, Christine on the big TV. You don't see my face. Oh, really? Amazon cruise. Oh, I want to do it. You didn't? I wonder if things are still available. If not, check online because you just don't know. You could find something. All right. So see, like there's a strict line here, and I could blend it in and make the two colors mix, but it really looks pretty. So I don't want to mess it up for now. I'm kind of at that stage. Let's leave it alone. Okay. So take your liner brush again, the really thin one, and take a little bit of orange. And we're going to just do the feet. So there's two that are touching each other. Make sure it touches into the body and comes down. And to be honest, you can go around the edges and make them round too. They're going to be touching each other because they're right next to each other. And I want to kind of fill in the gaps, but I may have to put purple on that spot, which I can go with my liner and do, which I probably will because I like what that looks like. Actually, I want to come down a little bit more with the orange for the other foot. Right there. Okay. Huh. And so we have that all done. And we are just going to make a fast blend of the little, barely any touch up. But, you know, I got to do it. You really have to have the color close to the color because you don't want to see lines. And that's too light, but I can go over it with white afterwards. There, that's covered. I know, wouldn't that be nice? I went on a cruise once, a long time ago in another life. And it was fun. Had a great time. I'm just watering down a little white so that I can mix it with the color that's there. Just like drop it in and then spread it with my finger a little. Oh, not bad. Okay. How's that? Good so far? It's looking good. Okay. Now we're going to do the what? Oh, no, we're going to do the, yeah, okay. We're going to do the rest of the wings. This is fun. And so this part is going to blend into this part and turn into orange. So, 60 people in the group, so not a mega cruise ship. Wow. Nice. Pink purpose. Porpoise. I didn't say that right. Sorry. Christine, you'd love it. We went to Machu Picchu. I can never say that either. Okay, I can't say any of them. Lima. All right. And I know you had a good time. Do you have pictures online somewhere, or we can go look at them later? So we're gonna mix a little yellow and orange, and just for a minute, we're going to just tap that in. I probably could go back to the other brush. Because we're going to blend make it into the brighter orange. Or we can leave it this color. Kind of like it. There are grooves in this, and I suppose you can, then there's another back wing back there, but you really can't tell in this thing. And I didn't do anything with it in the other one, and I kind of like this because I toned down the yellow, so it's not. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, so bring that and then up. I could go back to the other brush. I like this color, so I don't care what I did in the last one because I like this. I told you, no two paintings are ever going to be alike. You can go over the drops or you can leave them. I just thought of something else too. Okay. Let's get that done first. I like that. It's looking good. Dolphins. Yeah, no, I know. I just can't say the other word. Porpoise. All right. Well, your husband has photos he should share with us. So I was thinking, let me get this brush in the water. And I'm taking my liner brush again because I want to get into little edges. Just so that we won't have this issue later, I'm going to come and do the little edges. When you're painting on flat surfaces, you don't have to worry about these grooves, but because there's all these curved edges from the embossing folder, you have to worry about it. Isn't that cool? So this one is going to be filled. All right. So there's that. We got that done. All right. There we go. We're getting, this part's fun. And then we're done. The drops. It's not going to take too much longer. Yesterday's was definitely longer. So we have these feathers here. And how I did it yesterday, and I have another way we could do it, but I think I'm going to leave it the way that I did yesterday. But you can, if you really wanted to, you see how there's a groove on the left and a groove on the right? It's like, so one side you can do in a dark gray and one in a light, a gray and then a white, a gray and a white. Like, you can load your brush with two colors, and I can show you that just so that you know what I mean. But I think I'm going to do it all white and then tip the edges. That's what I did in the last one I did. But things can change. You take black and you take white. You take a little one on each corner of your brush. I'm going to get a little water to thin it out. And in the middle is gray. So if you're going to do this, and I'll just do a big one so you can see it, but we can go over it again. Well, I could show you on here too. If you push and then lift. That can be your wing. But see, I need a lot more white. Boom. So, but I think I'm going to just do white and then tip the edges because I like how it came out in the end on the other one. So we're going to do it. I need more white. Let me see. Catch up. Oh, you're talking about that still. Okay. That's awesome. Keep talking about it. I need to go on a cruise. I need to go on a vacation. I'm going to the UK someday. I'm going to Texas someday. I'm going to Washington. I'm going to Hawaii someday. Just hope it's all before I die. So what I'm going to do is take some white. I'm putting it on both sides of the brush. All right. And I'm going to push and pull just like I did there because I want to cover up. Push and pull. Push and pull. Can you see that? Am I in that thing? You want to push down here because it's the whitest, and then you're going to lift. And it cleans everything up, and it still leaves a little background that you needed. Because, you can see through feathers. Push and lift. Grab some more because you want it caked on at the top. Got to make sure I'm doing the right one. Push and lift. What are you thinking, you guys? You want to stay straight with these. You don't want to curve them too much because that would look funny. I'm going to put the other one back there. See that? Yeah, you can use the filbert brush. I have one, actually. Right here. Right here. You can use it. You can use the, if that's what you meant, or you can use this one. Either one. I'm used to using this brush. And then I'm going to take the gray. So that's black and white. Mix gray. More. Just want gray. I don't want black. Because it's just that. It's just to break it up. Okay. We're just going to do the edges. I'm going a little bit off. I don't even care because I love it. And it gives it a little extra texture. See that? I go off it a little bit, but it gives it the texture. It almost looks like there's more. Okay. That's great. Okay, so now we're going to do the water. And the water I did with green and some white. And honestly, at dinner time, at lunch, dinner, we might as well call it dinner. I was thinking, I'm nice and clear right now. Watch what happens when I go live. I won't be able to breathe again. And that's the truth. That's what just happened. So now we're going to do the water. You guys liking it so far? Thanks, Betsy. I love the colors. They're so bright. So pretty. Okay. Oh, thank you for the hearts, Gaz. The feather strokes remind me of flower petal strokes I've done in toll painting. I know I do that with a round brush. Yeah, exactly. I do that. I can use different brushes for different things. Anyone can. But I mean, yeah, whatever you're comfortable with. Um, were you here yesterday? Yeah, you were here yesterday, Carol. You know, I teach one stroke painting, and yeah, it gives it motion. Yeah, I probably should put some motion strokes in there, but it's okay. I know I could put some lines in here for motion, but I would just stick to the way it is. I'm making some water now. I'm going to tone down this water a little because we don't want it so bright. And we want to add a little depth to the water. Well, so I'm going to like put a little bit of black in, right? I just went too much, so I'm going to wipe some of it down. A little depth to it and then a little white to it so you can see what it is. See, I can see that. Let's add a little bit more black to it. Black is really strong, so you don't want to go nutso on it because you can always add more, but it's really strong. So that looks good for now. And I'm just going to cover the whole thing, and I'm going to like kind of flip-floppy. Now there's grooves in the bottom. You can follow the grooves if you want, you know, but I'm just doing it because there's texture in the water, and I need a little water to spread this. All right, because we're gonna do. I'm gonna flip flop some more white on top of it in a second, so you'll see. Cover up as much of this stuff as you can. We're gonna add white to it to make it textury. Yeah, anyone could do it either way. The pictures that I was referencing all had white feathers that you can see through. So that's why I did it this way. But I've done it. I've done feathers where they were the gray and then you tipped it with the white. Either way. All right. So here's a line, right? You know I don't like lines, and we're going to cover all that up. So, yeah. All right. So now we're going to just do a flip-flop with the white. And I'm still going to use this brush because, I mean, you can use whatever brush you want, but I'm just going to use white. I'm going to do that slap technique a little bit. I'm going to pounce it. I'm going to do whatever I have to do. So you want it to be like it's, and not actually, if you wanted to add a little gray, let's see, deeper gray. I'm just trying something here, guys. Gray and white. I don't have to. I'm trying. You could do blue too, a blue undertone too. So this is like the undertone. And then you'll put white over it. All right. We'll do the white. There's so many ways to paint. So I know anyone could do it in a different way they want. But it makes the white stand out because I put gray in it first. All right. And I'm going to go over this a little bit because I want it to look like water, not grass. See how that works? Just underneath the water. Oh, you should see when I oil paint. It's like totally different too. There's whole techniques in doing different things. But you know what? You have to develop what you're comfortable with and make it your own, right? All right, so here I'm going with the brightest white I can. And I'm plopping some big plopping ones right on top. And I had to go over like the ones that are painted already. When it dries, you kind of can see through it. This isn't a watercolor because if you did watercolor ink, you can take your paintbrush and put a little water drop on it and then take a paper towel and lift it on each one of these. But you can't do that with paint. It's once it's dry, it's dry. So you do it the way that I'm doing it usually. See how it looks like water? Don't it? It does. Do you guys like it? Oh, okay. Thank you, Carol. I was scared I was like doing it in a way that you didn't like or something. But yeah, it's just everybody does it different. So yeah. So when you can't use your brush anymore because the drops are too. See, a lot of this is all like that now, right? Okay, so now I'm going to go with a smaller brush and go over all those dots. And then I may have to go over them again. Okay, guys, we'll be here for at least 10 more minutes, 15, not too much longer. But we could be here as long as you want. Make sure you guys share this video onto your Facebook, especially with friends that you know that craft. Any of your crafting friends might like to see this, especially the ones that we all know. And then make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't, and share and push the notifications button for the all, so that you can get notified for any time I go live. I may just do a pop-up live. You just don't know. So I'm just putting dots on. And you don't have to be completely accurate. It's just you want to go on the raised ones because it gives it dimension. If you want to put some in anywhere that's not raised, you can do. You can splatter on it too. Wet down some white and then splatter some splashes too. And I think I'll do that on the bottom when we're done. That's what I'll do. Really doesn't matter if I leave that. Okay. I'll make that a big drop. Some of these I had to go over twice last night, so we'll see. Go straight down if you want it to be a dot. Otherwise, it comes out to a longer line. I had this flat on the table. I'm going to do that now, too. You guys can see, okay, right? You know what I'm doing? It's like stamping right now. Don't make them too big. I mean, they may look like snowflakes, but we know that the Kingfisher is in the water. And even on the feathers, throw some dots on the body. So as long as summer's not here yet and I have no plans, I'll probably be going every Saturday and Sunday at 3:00. And if something changes, then I will let you guys know. You just check my Facebook posts before you check my Facebook post like an hour or a half an hour before it starts, just in case I'm out. Like today I was out and I almost posted that I'm going to be like a half an hour later, but it ended up working out that I was back on time. But, always check, especially when summer hits, there. That looks so super duper good. Okay, now I'm going to wet down. We'll try it with this, but I'm not sure that this brush is going to do it. I'm wetting down like a toothbrush. You could use a bristle brush and wet down some water. And then you go like this and see if anything splatters. I don't think it's gonna, so we'll try it with this brush. Yes, this is what I did not do on the other one, so I'm happy about this. Oh, I don't have any silver with me, but that would be awesome. Or to do gilding, silver gilding cream on it. Let's get it wetter. If it doesn't splatter, you got to add more paint or more water. One of the two. There we go. Now that's a real splatter. Oh, yeah, big dots. I like it. I just wonder if it's really splattering. I mean, he had a few up there. We got to get those. There. Oh, yes. What do you guys think of that? Yes, isn't it? Yeah. But I mean, I came up with that on my own. No. But silver would be cool, like you said. It's really cute. This way, I'll show you the other one in a minute. And I like this one. I think I like this one better. You guys can tell me. Yesterday, you like my before, but that's because I never finished. Like I finished it, but not to the extent. On some paintings, you have to go back and deepen and highlight things more, which I didn't do, but I didn't do on the video because that was a 2-hour video at that point. But I got to take a drink. Excuse me a sec. So, what do you think of that? It's a work of art. I mean, it really is. I'm coming this way because I know it's lighter. There we go. And now to the picture. Where is it that it's not going to be that the other way? That's right. There we go. Look at the color. All right. Look at that color, guys. So let me clean up this mess and we will put it together. I didn't cut the paper, but we can all figure that out. Take this down. You always tape down your wax paper so it stays and it doesn't move while you're using it. So that was an hour and a half. That's like how I like it. All right. That's what I'm going to try to achieve each time. Unless it's a really detailed one, and then, of course, it's going to take longer. But what are you going to do? So I put, oh, I was looking for it and it was underneath where I just put my paint. Isn't that funny? All right. We did 2 really good projects the last 2 days. And man, I just love it. Now, I'm not going to tape this down today because it was a long enough video, but I wanted to show it to you. And I chose this paper from Stampin' Up. It was in the same paper package yesterday's, and I'm just loving it. It looks like bubbles, right? So I thought, oh my gosh, it would be perfect, right? Then I'm going to put this the opposite way. I'm going to put it this way because it makes it look different. I can raise this up a little, and I think I will. Why not? We got these funny ones from yesterday. So, but that's okay. So it just raises it a tiny bit, right? We're going to cut this down. I'm going to cut this paper, the outside paper down because it's going to fit into the shadow box that I have. So the shadow box is going to fit and it's going to cut off each edge just a little bit. Isn't that nice? Then I'm going to put these up again. And I will glue all this down, but I don't want to waste the time doing that. The main part was the technique. I'm going to bend this a little. Oh, and I do need to cut it. Let's see. Let me cut this down just a little. I think it's hopefully dry enough. I'll be careful. I'm going to just cut it down just a little bit on each side. My cutting machine is on my cutting thing is on my other table. Just a little bit more. I love it so much. Okay. I really don't always compliment my stuff so much. And that's going to be raised. It's in a shadow box, so it's nice to raise things. I'm going to move this over because then I can cut a lot of that out of the picture. Let's do that again. Just about even. I know, I don't like that shadow. Then these are my razors that I'm gonna glue. That wasn't it because I didn't want you to see my edge. I didn't want you to see this. How's that, you guys? Let's see it. Yeah, and you can really add some sparkle. I have a sparkle pen, but this is it. You know, I would add sparkle when it's completely dry. What do you guys think? Love? So thank you, Carol D, for asking me to do this one, because honestly, I really wanted to use this folder. So you enticed me to do this now instead of waiting. Let's see which way. Here we go. All right. Any questions? Any might also do thin silver edge on it. Oh, you can do whatever you want. This is just a painting though. So like I could do texture. I could put gilding flakes on it. Right. Exactly. Anything. But I wanted to keep it just strictly painting for this video. But like I could easily add anything on it. You can do whatever you want when you do yours. And I would love it if you guys could do something, do it, paint it, or use aqua pens and make something like this in your own way and post it to my Facebook, Christine Mahoney Crafts. And share that with me and with everyone. I'd love to see what you can do. This is why I do this, because I want to encourage you to do it. Carol, Gaz has banned from, Gaz will never use gilding flakes again. And he gets messy, too messy. He gets all over. He can't breathe. I will try it with acrylics since it's been so long. Yes, Carol, it might make you want to paint again, right? Do it. That'd be so great. Carol, you're going to Hawaii. When are you going and where are you going? Did you mention that? I'm sorry if I missed it. That background is everything. I will have to watch that back. Yeah, it's purple. I mean, it's not purple, but we made purple, didn't we? We did the blue and the burgundy, which made a purple, and I added a little white to it to get the streakiness too. It really is. It's just a matter of playing around. Stephanie! Wow, we're almost done, Stephanie, but I'm glad you're here. This is what we just made. You can watch it back and definitely like it. Like the page. So no one liked it yet. I'm going to be the first one. Boom. I hit the button. It still says 0. Maybe you guys have too. Oh yeah, there's 4 that have. Well, it doesn't show it. It says that I started 8 minutes ago on my iPad. I don't know why. But it's showing everybody's messages. It's showing my whole thing the whole time. Weird. I liked it. It doesn't show. It does. There says 7 now. It's going up on my laptop. On my iPad, it still says 0, and I liked it. So, well, it says 7 on my laptop, so we're good. Thank you. It's so funny. So yeah, definitely. If you guys could share this on your Facebook with all your crafty friends, I would so love it. I have a picture of, I can actually I'll take a picture of this one and put it up. And then you guys can share that if you can to your Facebook so that all your friends can go check it out. And that would be really good. Just share my post to your Facebook if you can do that. For me, that would be great. I want to get the word out there. I have 130 right now followers. I'm subscribed to here. And I want to get about 1 billion more. Thank you, Stephanie. And you know, this is made with the Kingfisher embossing folder, right? I like, yeah. It does show up. It's good. So it's so nice. Kauai a week from Monday. Oh my gosh. So Corinne's not here anymore. I don't exactly know where Kauai is from where she is. Is it on the island that had the fires, Carol? Because that's where my daughter and her boyfriend are going at the end of March. And I'm hoping Corinne's in Hawaii now, but she's going back to Washington. But I hope she gets back down there when my daughter is down there so they can, hang out with them at some point. My daughter will meet Corinne before I do, if that's the case. And I'll be jealous. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where Corinne lived too. And so she was stuck in Washington for a long time. But then she went back and she's back and forth. On CTV. Bring it up in chat this week on CTV. Well, you can't. I don't know what you're going to say. How are you going to say it? Because they wouldn't let me even post this. Because I posted something yesterday and they didn't let me. And so I tried different wording and they didn't let me. And so today I tried to post this using totally generic and they wouldn't let me. It automatically stopped me from posting. Like they have to review it first because it wasn't at 100% not being rejected. it's I don't know. That's all I'll say. Yes, I will definitely be very thrilled if you can. No one's going to just, whatever you can say, just be careful because they're very careful. They're very picky right now. I don't want you to get in trouble. So, yeah, thank you. Or just tell them to check out my Facebook, or whatever. It's Christine Mahoney Crafts, and I'm trying to get the word out there. So, Carol, Aria, then teach me how, please. She said she's a very practiced troublemaker. I'm not good at it. Oh yeah, I mean, like you can mention this folder and say, "Oh my gosh, you see what Christine did with that folder?" Yeah, I love it. It just came out. All right, so here's the one that I did before. Now you can tell me which one you like better. Here's the first one. I mean, they kind of look a lot alike. I'll put them side by side. And tell me which one you like better. It's really hard to tell because that one's in the light. Let's go. No, because they're both. Let's do it. Do it up here. All right. There we go. This one. Or this one in the light. So, old one or new one? Old or new? Which one you like better? This is the one we did today. I think I like today's better, me personally. The arms go better too. It goes better. Everything goes better and blends better and looks better. Yeah. I like the tummy better. The tummy is browner here. I like it more burgundy. I mean, Betsy, there you go. You can do what you want when you make yours. I don't know the left from my right there because this is backwards. This is my right hand. And I think you're seeing it as my left hand, but it's also very chunky, isn't it? Wow. Maybe in 6 months from now, these will be half the size. Wouldn't that be great? Your left. So you guys like this one better? I can't. This is your left. Sorry, this is my left. This is your left. Okay, so you like the one in the shadow box. Is that it? Am I right? Yes. Okay, well, I'm glad you do because that's my favorite. Oh, it's okay, Beth. Yes, right, Carol? I know. I really, but see, last night when you asked me to do that, after my live, I went to it and it was getting late. So I did what I could do on, and then I was like, all right. Then this morning I was like going to touch up something if I needed to, but I had to get ready for church. And so I didn't. And so this is what you got on so that I can post it. But this is what we did just now. And it's because I did one already. Once you do one and then you go to the second and the third, you get better and better. So if you can't do something, just try it again and try it again. And eventually you'll be able to do it. Take it from me. You could see the difference. So, anyone have any questions? What's Sod's Law? Sod's Law, Gaz. Not Murphy's Law. We have a Murphy's Law here, if that's the same thing. I don't know what you have in the UK. Sod's Law. I'm going to make this video go on for 2 hours. No, I'm just joking. We'll stop in a sec. Oh, it's almost 2, actually. It's okay. Anyone, we're done. So anyone wants to hang up, that's watching it later can. We're just chatting now. But thank everyone for coming and watching it. Remember to share this with your friends and share it on Facebook and like and subscribe and tell your friends to like and subscribe and go find me on Facebook at Christine Mahoney Crafts, and I will follow me there, please, too, because I'm trying to build both of them up, this and that. So, in a week and a half ago, I didn't have any subscribers here, and now I have 130. So yesterday I had 114. So now I have 130 just by putting a video on yesterday. And so today I'm hoping that as people watch it and they'll subscribe, please subscribe and like and follow and press that bell and get notifications. Push the all button. Getting better at coloring in all mediums, my goal this year. So thanks for showing us how. You're very welcome, Carol. If you have any questions at all, you know how to reach me on Facebook or, ask me the next time we talk. But I'm here. And I will be doing an oil painting class that you have to pay for coming up. But you have to buy your own products. But if anyone wants to do it live with me, I will probably do that on like a Facebook or a Zoom or Skype, where everyone can attend that wants to. That you have to pay for it, but it won't be as much as being there in person because that will cost a lot more because I supply the supplies. But if you buy the supplies yourself, then it won't be as much, and I could give you ideas of what to get, like from Amazon or whatever. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So if no one has any other questions, I will hang up from here. I thank you all for watching and hanging out with me and giving me all those compliments. It really is nice. You guys are sweet, and I'm glad. And I hope you like this. I'm glad that you do. That you've said you do. So thank you very much. I will have I'm going to try to do a couple of videos a week. I'm going to try to post online on YouTube to do videos like without being live twice a week. And then I'm going to do at least Saturday and Sunday at 3:00. So if you're not doing anything on Saturdays or Sundays, please join me. Make sure you look. I'll be posting on my Facebook page and on my Christine Mahoney Crafts Facebook page too. Both of those. Yeah, that's okay. Stephanie, you can go watch it whenever you get a chance. I'm just glad you said hi. It's really nice to see you. Oh, packing. Okay, you'll be here, Carol, and you'll be packing for your Hawaii trip. You're going to just tell us about Hawaii the whole time. Aren't you going to just be? I'm going to just be jealous the whole time, but that's okay. I want you to. You're going to have so much fun. So you're entitled to brag about it all you want, because I probably would too. My daughter's going to Hawaii like at the end of March. Like I said, I still haven't been, and she's going. She's a nurse, so she is making decent money, and she's living life. So that's good for her. So anyway, all right. Well, I'll stop rambling, and I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Thanks a lot for everything. Bye, you guys.